Hi, everyone out there doing today? I'm with the marvelous Mel Kelly, author of these two fabulous books. Mel is a self-proclaimed disastrous life coach, and he can give the best bad advice ever. Welcome, Mel Kelly.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? I am here with the amazing Amy Hamilton. It's an honor and a privilege, and the amazing author of these two amazing books, Consummate Communicator and the Project Manager. So looking forward to another great session with you guys today.
So, Mel, it's autumn, all things apple spice, pumpkin spice, cinnamon, salted caramel lattes in the air. It is one of my favorite time of year. Like, let me just tell you. So, one of the things that I know I love to do, and many other people do, is spend a day or even a weekend out in the countryside enjoying what we call pumpkins, but you guys call kerbis over there, as well as the apple picking, all these kinds of fun events, spending
Well, we call it
time.
pumpkin. We call it pumpkin too as well. Pumpkin is the English word. Kerbis is the German word. So,
Oh,
so
glad that
anyway,
you
sorry.
pointed this out.
All right,
Thank
just
you
for
so
now.
much.
Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, sorry. So, pumpkin, kerbis, all that good stuff. Picking it up. Go on.
Yeah, so you're out there, you're in the countryside, maybe you with a partner, if you ever got a partner and could go out to the countryside together, or your family, which you disowned in the last episode. So, not sure who you would go to, but let's just pretend that you have friends or
Okay.
a partner
Okay.
or a mother, and you just didn't come out of like a dragon egg or something here, and you decide to go take this little trip out into the countryside. Give us your best bad advice.
Yeah, I mean, it's all very, these city dwellers who need to go out to the countryside. I mean, it's all very condescending and patronizing. What about people who are from the countryside? They don't go out to the countryside for a day, do they?
I think they go into the city for a day, though, right?
So that justifies all the city dwellers going out to feel like country folk for a few moments, is it?
Well, I don't think it's like that. I thought we were going to talk about apple picking. I'm
Oh,
very
apple
uncomfortable with
picking.
this
Oh, yeah,
conversation.
yeah. Apple picking, apple pie.
I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm out. No, you are
all
not
these
entrapping me.
all these city dwellers who need to go out to the countryside to get in touch with nature and get all that fresh air and get in touch with the plants that have been put on this earth and all that goodness that's there. Yeah? Is
So one
that what you
of the
mean?
things I particularly enjoyed when I was in Germany was the little places like where they would have like the pumpkins and things like that, and you could just go out and they would trust you that you know on the honor system, and you could like pick up a pumpkin right out of the pumpkin patch and just put like your little money in the box, and it was like a really great experience.
Picking up pumpkins, yeah. Picking up apples and apple pie, you know. Oh, come on. I mean, that's for all these people who are just trying to, I don't know, who are just trying to reconnect with nature and reconnect with their soul and reconnect with all Mother Earth and all these great, wonderful things. Oh, but come on.
So as a
You can,
life coach, you think it's
you can get
bad
all
for
of these
people.
things. You can get all of these things in a local supermarket. Why do you need to go to the countryside to get these things?
So, as a disastrous life coach, you believe it is bad for people to try to connect with nature.
I,
What are the hazards of nature, Mel?
these people are obviously lost and need help and support. But I mean, look, why do they need to? Why do they need to spend the time doing that? I mean, you can go to a local supermarket and pick up these things without all the effort, without the trip, and it's much cheaper.
Yeah, and Mel, I think that you really touched on a good point. Is why should they traverse out to the countryside when they could just watch some streaming shows about going to the countryside?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this thing of reconnecting with Mother Earth, reconnecting with the soil, reconnecting with. I mean, look, these people who grew up in the city, that if you're from that type of background, maybe you can argue that reconnecting with the baseline or whatever. If you're, I don't know, farming folk, indigenous folk, whatever it might be, and you're connecting back to the roots. But if you're from the city, you don't have these as roots. I mean, it's just whoever came up with this idea is obviously it's a business idea that somebody's trying to milk and make a lot of money out of.
So, Mel, is your advice then just live in your apartment and don't leave? Is this like what we should do? Never
Oh,
go
you
out in
just
nature or go hiking or go to a park? Because you know what? It could also exacerbate your allergies.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm just saying, you can always leave your apartment to go to the local supermarket, buy your stuff there. Also, by going into the countryside, you are running the risk of your allergies being inflamed. If you have any allergies, and if you don't have any allergies, that you might find out that you have allergies that you didn't know. So I mean, it's just all around risk, 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 risk. Why take that risk?
But
Just
but
for
Mel, I mean, one step further, I do have this concern about people going to the supermarket. I mean, don't you have delivery there where people could just get all the groceries
but that's
delivered
true.
rather
Yeah.
than take that risk of going outside their apartment?
Well, there is that too. Yes, you can get stuff delivered to your door now, but I mean, not necessarily the full range that might be normally in a normal supermarket. But the range is not bad. Yes, so we
Yeah,
can
but
get it
you're putting
delivered to
yourself
you.
at risk to go to the supermarket. So maybe it's just better to you have lower, choices, but less risk if you just stayed in that apartment and never left.
Yeah, I suppose you could argue that. You could argue that. Yes, it's what level of risk are you willing to take? I think going to the supermarket is fairly low level risk in comparison to going out to the countryside, where you can get, I don't know what you have in America there. I have no idea. You get eaten by a snake, or you get poisoned by a snake. You get eaten by a bear, or you get some, I don't know, some weather conditions where you get
Mhm.
sunstroke or flooding
Yeah,
or
and you could
whatever. I
have a
don't know.
mad cow.
Or a mad cow,
I mean,
I mean, like this thing of going out to the countryside, it's all very high risk.
I
Why
was
would you
in
do it?
Scotland, which is like your neighboring country, and I really, really wanted to pet those little Highland cow. Like they're big though, those Highland
Yeah,
cows, but they
but
just look like you should be able to pet them, but I didn't. So I restrained myself. But
okay,
yeah,
but there's no snakes in Scotland, so that's the thing. So there's no
really,
poisonous snakes. You have no poisonous snakes in Scotland.
that's good
You
to
have,
know.
they do
So
have
you could
poisonous.
go to the countryside as long as you fly to Scotland.
Well, I'm just saying it's less risky. I mean, you have snakes. You have snakes in America, don't
Yes,
you?
yes, we do.
You have poisonous snakes in America.
So Mal, to summarize, just don't go to the country for any reason. Live in your apartment, barricade yourself in as much as possible. But if you decide you absolutely must go to the countryside, fly to Scotland. Is this
Well, I'm
sort
not saying
of
Scotland. There are other places in the world that are
yeah.
okay, but the point is that like how many animals, insects, creatures are there in American countryside that could
So
kill
if
you?
you would like to see Mal, please visit him in his apartment in the city. He will not be leaving anytime soon. And
Certainly not
next
to pick up
week,
apples or pumpkins.
next week, we are going to be talking about interview advice with Mel Kelly. His new book is going to be coming out on that very, very soon. We are very, very excited. Thank you so much, everyone.
Right, looking forward to seeing you all next week.